I am going to introduce the next reader. Sue Savoy is a regular reader at Boston Poetry Slam, who is featured across New England, including the Cantab Lounge, Saturday Night Poetry Exchange, Worcester, and Slam Free or Die. Tea Poems 1995 to 2024, a collection of poems about humanity via the lens of the MBTA, is in the works at Crooked Treehouse Press. I love Sue's poetry, and I think that she and her poetry are hilarious. So I'm looking forward to this. Thanks, Sue.
Thank you. So I'm going to read something from the book that I'm putting together of tea poems, and it is called Life is Like the Subway. It's like a lot of things, but it's like when you arrive at the station and the train's on the platform, its doors open. You run over to get on before they close in your face. Sit down, all winded, thinking how lucky it was you caught it just in time. Don't have to wait and wonder when the next ride would come. But then the doors aren't closing. The train's just sitting. You look around, everyone with their nose in a phone or a book, bobbing to their own beat on headphones. Maybe someone tisks or rolls their eyes. There's always one person making a call, telling everyone on board, I'm going to be late, I might not make it. Meanwhile, you notice each and every new entrant to the station gets that look on their face. Oh, there's the train. They dash into the car, breathing heavy, smug at their fortune. And you see them look around as the doors don't shut, checking you out, now with your own book or device in your hand. You see them sigh and watch the newer arrivals do exactly what you and they just did. There is no apology or explanation from a disembodied voice. Someone might ask why, bitch about the subway in general. Someone else will shrug and smile. No promise you'll be moving shortly, even if it is a lie. It gets more and more crowded. Those who've been there longest secretly gloat in their seats. You'll get somewhere eventually, but you'll struggle to enjoy it. So this next poem was a request by several people. It's kind of a greatest hit for me lately. It's called Nothing Works. Or It Works the Wrong Way. Is there a pill for blankness? Nobody fucked my brains out, but my brains are out anyway. They didn't work when they were there, so everyone told me. Get your mind right, they said. Mind is the same as brains, or is it? No one ever said, get your brains right. They said, get your brain out of your dick. Not to me. I don't have a dick. Maybe someone fucked my dick out. Get your brains out of your ass. They didn't say that either. They said head, but I think they meant brains. Or mind. They said shit for brains. They said mind in the gutter. They said head in the clouds. They mostly asked, where is your head at? But ironically, they didn't really want to know, because when I told them, they tuned out. They weren't turned on. They turned away. I wish my brains were fucked out. Instead, they're just fucked up and fucked over. There was always too much fucking going on. Everyone is fucking more than me. I already wrote a whole nother poem about it. People thought it was funny. That's what I tell myself today. I don't know where that poem is. Maybe I only imagined it, like the fucking. Probably someone fucked it out of my brains. Your brains are only plural when someone is fucking them out. Otherwise, you've only got the one brain. Use it wisely or it will use you. It will fuck you any chance it gets. That's my brain. Yours may get different mileage. You could drive yours across the country and it would never break down. My brain's a self-driving car. I wake up and don't know where we are or how to get back. I need mental GPS. No can do. So the first time we recorded this, it was March 15th, the Ides of March, and so I read this haiku. So I'm going to read it again because I didn't plan anything different. March comes in like a lion, goes out like a 1 month older lion. And this next poem is from a series I'm doing of golden shovels, which is a kind of form poem that you start with someone else's line. And I've been using Bob Dylan lines for all of these. This one was a 6-word line, so it turned into a sestina. And it's called Strike Another Match, Go Start Anew. Do you feel like going on strike sometimes? Just can't stomach another minute? Don't see why you must play the match through to conclusion before you go scatter all the pieces and start setting up the board anew? Do you spring from bed every day anew, fresh and ready to strike out every problem that even starts to come to bat with another lightning fast pitch before you go to breakfast? You've never met your match. Spoiler, you meet your match. This leads to thinking anew about how you could possibly go on after such a strike. How can I face another losing start? I mean, you barely start. Boom, the wind blows out the match. And another, and another. You need perspectives anew. Strategies for how you'll strike. The best ways to give it a go. Or is it better not to go? Do you want to start something with your strike? Or just stomp out the burning match? Would you rather build from rubble anew? That is the job of another. Guess what? You're another, one of those people who go, we need to structure society anew. But where do you even start? There are no examples to match. Knock down one pin and call it a strike. When you strike, who knows how it'll go? To make yourself anew is just another trial. From a dark start, you light a match. And I see that I didn't use up my allotted time, so I will do another haiku. You cannonballed into the swimming pool of my heart. Now I'm all wet. And that sums it up for me.